What's up, guys? I'm going to do a quick Fortnite season tier list. I do this at the end of every season. I haven't done one, though, in quite a while. So I'm going to re-rank all the seasons that I've ever played in my entire lifetime. Remember, I've been playing this game for 8 years. I started in season 2. So I've played almost every single season. So I'm going to rank them all. And yeah, if you guys want to see more tier lists, like and subscribe. Become a member. It's $2. So there you go. Let's get this started. Preseason, didn't play that. Season 1, did not play. Season 2, now I've done this so many times. I'm pretty sure I know where most of these are going to go. Season 2 for me, A tier. Yeah, it was just, simple Fortnite. A lot of bugs, though. Season 3, S tier. What a time. Season 4, S tier. Pretty sure that's my favorite of all time. Season 5, A tier. This is going to be very quick fire. There's so many, and I've done this a gazillion times. Season 5 A tier, that was an amazing summer. Season 6, I'll do B tier. Season 7 S tier, that's a strong argument for my most favorite of all time. Season 8 A tier. What a season, man. The vibes during that season were incredible. Season 9 A tier, and then I'm going to do Season X B tier. So that's Chapter 1. Done. Out of the way. Yeah, man. I mean, you can even make an argument that Season 6 and Season X are A tier. I loved every single season of Chapter 1 that I played. Amazing. All right, Chapter 2, Season 1, C tier. Very long, very dry. I'll be honest. Chapter 2, Season 2, I'm going to do B tier. Also very long, but we got 2 events, so that was awesome. But yeah, when I rank it up with these, it doesn't beat them. Season 3, I'm going to do C tier. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I didn't really like it at the time, but, as we've gone on, I've realized that we took it for granted because the stuff we've gotten recently is far worse, so I'll put it in a C tier. Season 4, A, that was amazing. First ever collab season, and it was Marvel, and they knocked it out of the park. Amazing. Great event, all that stuff. Season 5, I'm going to do D. That might seem kind of shocking, but all the map changes came at the beginning of the season, and we got little to no map changes for the rest of the season except for a tiny little Star Wars POI. Yeah. Not really anything in that season except for collab skins. So yeah, I'll put it at a D. I did not enjoy it, and I didn't really like the loot pool either. Season 6, many think this should be F, but I'm going to give it a C because it was actually pretty decent. It was pretty decent. I quite enjoyed that season. Didn't like the POIs. They were bad, right? But the crafting and all that stuff was very fun. Very fun. Gave you something to do during the games that wasn't too difficult or hard to understand and too overpowered. So yeah, Season 6, I'll put it at a C. Season 7, I'm going to do a B. I think that was even better. The mothership was awesome going up in there. All the weapons were so unique, and the event was pretty decent. Season freaking 8, bro. D. Clickbaited us with the live event and the map changes and stuff. I didn't really like the loot pool, and yeah, nothing much happened that season, but the event was very good. The end event was very good, so D tier. Like a high D. Like a high D. Chapter 3, Season 1 is S tier, in my opinion. I've made videos on this. One of my favorite seasons of all time. Definitely top 5. Could even be top 3. What a season, man. The vibes were amazing. The map was perfect. The loot pool was perfect. The storyline was at its peak. Almost unbeatable, man. Almost unbeatable. And Chapter 3, Season 2 was almost just as good. I think this is where the storyline officially peaked, and then after this, it went on an absolute nosedive because Donald Mustard stopped working on it at this point. But yeah, again, the map didn't change much, which was good because it was already so perfect. And the loot pool was good. And I liked all the changes, and the event was amazing. So, yeah. A tier for Chapter 3, Season 2. Chapter 3, Season 3. I'm going to say a low C. A low C. Nothing really happened. Nothing really happened. It had that summer vibe. It was kind of like a filler season. Like a filler episode in a show. It was like a filler season. So, yeah. And then Chapter 3, Season 4. I'm going to give the first F of the day, man. Actually, no. I'll give a D because I'm looking at Chapter 5 down here, bro. And yeah, most of those are going to be F. So, yeah, D for Chapter 3, Season 4. The Chrome I mean, trying to make POIs out of those, even before this season released, I was thinking, I'm like, how are you going to make POIs out of Chrome? And they really didn't make good POIs at all. And the loot pool sucked in the final event. We all know what happened. Fracture. Let's not speak about it. All right, Chapter 4, Season 1, I'm going to give a B. Pretty decent. The vibes were amazing, and that's when I finally started getting back into this whole thing. So, yeah, it was pretty good. I liked the vibes of that season. The loot pool was also very good. All right, Chapter 4, Season 2 is also a B. Mega City, one of the best POIs of all time. One of the only real, true, good POIs on that map, though. So, but yeah. Chapter 4, Season 2 is very good. I love the loot pool in that one as well. But then again, this is where the storyline is just non-existent. So that's why they're not A. And that's honestly why I'd say they're like a B minus. All right, Wilds, bro. Wilds, D. D. I can even make an argument that this is F. Yeah, it's going to be our first F. Wilds is going to be our first F. People think this is underrated. I just think it's because it's been so long now that we've forgotten about it. We forgot how actually terrible it was. Loot pool, awful. You put a huge jungle biome in the middle of the map, and it's terrible. So you technically just killed the map. And there was no event, of course. There were no events in Chapter 4. Yeah, F tier is well-deserved. All right, Chapter 4, Season 4. The season that we're basically in right now. This is getting a D. Yeah. It's getting a D. People think this season is good. It was good for like half. I wouldn't even say good. It was decent for half of it, and then they started adding stuff that really kind of killed it. And then again, there's no event, and the map changes, are all on the edges of the map, and that map was super hard to get around on. So it was tough. It was tough. Yeah, I liked all the mythics in there, but it was kind of hard to play at a point. They tried to make a storyline out of it. Didn't really work, but the time travel stuff made sense, so I'll give them that. At least they have that. OG, this was S tier, man. This was S tier. What a season, man. OG Fortnite came back for the first time ever, and yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing. They knocked it out of the park. They nailed it. Anyone that was thinking that was bad is just outright wrong. Like, literally, like, I will hear nothing. I will hear nothing. Your opinion is invalid if you think that was a bad season. It was amazing. Non-stop OG content. With an end event. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Chapter 5, Season 1. Here come the dark days. Here come the dark days, bro. These were the fucking dark times. Chapter 5, Season 1, I will give a D. Okay? I will give a D. Only because it's not as bad as the upcoming ones. This season had nothing. There was no storyline again. I didn't like the loot pool. The projectile weapons were absolutely horrible. I don't know why they ever decided to do that. The train was meaningless, although even if it was new, there's nothing to do on it. So many terrible decisions started in this chapter. We got the metaverse that died in a month. Yeah. D tier. I've made thousands of freaking videos on why I hate Chapter 5. If you guys want to hear the full opinion, go look them up. Chapter 5, Season 2, F. Chapter 5, Season 3, F. I don't need to say much about those. Horrible seasons, horrible loot pools, except for like the Gatekeeper shotgun. And then horrible mythics, no storyline. The mini events were overhyped. While I'm glad we did at least get something, there was still barely any story in those seasons. The mini events were overhyped. They weren't enough, they weren't up to the standard. And then, of course, you have projectile weapons still in there, and it was just not good at all. And then the map was absolutely terrible. Worst map of all time. All right, Chapter 5, Season 4. It was a little bit better. There was some story. There was an actual mid-season event with Dr. Doom. That was pretty cool. So I will give it a D. I'll give it a D. It was better than the others, but that jetpack and the War Machine shit ruined everything. The season was only actually good when they removed the jetpack. When they added the little Halloween farm POI. And that was right at the end. So they finally made a good decision in that chapter at the very end, in its final couple of weeks. D tier for that. All of Chapter 5 would be an F, to be honest. Chapter 2 Remix, I'm going to give it D. It didn't hit, man. Didn't hit. And not to mention, the event before Remix was utterly terrible, where we're just watching Times Square. Pointless, useless shit. Sorry, not sorry. Chapter 2 Remix, like, lost its hype for that, and it really didn't hit the mark, although the event was very good. The Chapter 2 Remix event was very good. I was kind of torn on the whole rapper twist on it, though, to be honest with you. It was all right. Yeah, it was whatever. It felt very fast, but yeah, I think D is an appropriate spot. Chapter 6 Season 1. Somehow I've played more of the current season, Chapter 6 Season 2, than this one, even though I much appreciated this one. And I like this one way more. Chapter 6 Season 1, I'm going to give a solid, I'm thinking C, but I actually really enjoyed Chapter 6 Season 1, so I'm going to bump it up to a B. Yeah, I'm going to bump it up to a B. And you know what? That makes me look at these two. And now I'm actually going to put Season 6, Chapter 1 up to an A, and then Season 6, or Season X, Chapter 1 up to an A. Because no Chapter 1 season is on par with any of these. That's what I'll say. So, yeah, Chapter 6, Season 1. B tier, I really enjoyed it. I didn't play enough of it. I feel like missed the end event, but I saw it. It was pretty good. Yeah, I liked it. The loot pool was really good. There was some, fragment of a storyline. It really doesn't seem like they know how to do a storyline these days, but at least there was something. And then it was better than Chapter 5. And then, yeah, the map, I really like this map. So I love the theme too. And we had Godzilla, man. That was amazing. That was absolutely peak Fortnite. So, yeah, B tier. And then this season, I'm going to give a C. Not as bad as these ones. Actually, no, I'm giving this one a D. Yeah, I'm giving this one a D. I'm looking at these. It's not much better than these. It's on par with these. This season is insanely repetitive. I'm actually going to put it next to Chapter 4, Season 4, because it is the exact same thing, but with a modern twist on it. It's some BS. Like the same loot pool, the same kind of theme, but with like a modern Fortnite twist. Which means it's very boring because it feels like you're playing the freaking same thing. Especially since we just came out of Chapter 2 Remix, which is quite literally like heist spy theme. It's the same thing. So, yeah, it feels like we got back to back of the same season. So I'm giving this season a D, man. I'm giving it a D. But hopefully the little end event can be good, and hopefully it ties into the new Star Wars season, which I guarantee you will be C or higher. So yeah, there's my official Fortnite tier list, updated. We have the haven't played section. We have the F section, D, C, B, A, S. Let me know if you guys agree. Remember to like and subscribe. I think this is pretty pinpoint accurate. See y'all in the next one.